Captain.
Yeah.
All right, man, 100%. Awesome. All right, we got any reading of minutes. You're gonna catch those up and send them both to me, and we'll have those next meeting. PAO, any safety message or important public announcements?
None that I know of.
Good stuff. I'll just say this, it's snowbird season, so when you're out there on the bike, make sure you're paying attention. Traffic is getting kind of crazy. All right, we're going to old business. Any old business? I don't think we have.
Wanted to bring up something.
All right.
So I know we talked about the deck
Yep.
for a while. So I was talking to Mike this morning, just showing some pictures, but maybe just one more alternative is it the permitting that stops us from doing it? And then the price of materials and the labor? Because I can build a deck. I will throw in all my labor. I don't have time. I'm retired and I really want to do this. But if you buy the materials, I can do all the work. I just can't do the permitting.
Okay.
But I did talk to a guy who said that, he's not available, he's booked up. But a lot of times you can find some decking guy or somebody and say, hey, look, I'll pay you, I just say round numbers. Here's $5,000. You do all the permitting and then come by and just come look at the deck and I'll over-engineer the crap out of it anyway. I'm not worried about that. But that is a way where we don't have to spend $50,000. We can just buy materials and it can be done in pieces. That is an offer, and I have pictures I've shown Mike. I did one in a combat zone, and it was big as a 60-footer.
I mean, Brett just told him that, yeah, we're not doing it. So is it a done deal? Is that issue?
No, I mean, that's a different technique that I hadn't thought about or anything like that. So I think what I gotta do is look and be like, all right, hey, what is permitting already, right? And then we can look at the materials, and then maybe that is. I mean, I think when we looked at materials for John's, we were talking about 12,000 worth of materials. So maybe we look at that, re-look at what a bomb would be, right? And then the permitting aspect of it and go from there.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, I think it's, if we look at it like that, I think it's doable. I just, right, it would have to be done in stages, right? And even though I know you'll give your labor and all that stuff, you are gonna need some assistance at certain times, right? Maybe for some key parts or whatever like that.
He won't be doing it by himself. I will also.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll also.
I'll work in a time either.
Okay.
You're gonna get a new knee. You're not gonna be out there crawling around lifting timber.
We ain't gonna be fucking doing this for till next year any fucking way.
Next week, right?
We're starting
We're
next
starting
week.
Monday. Yeah. All right.
But it's just a thought.
All right.
I'm gonna offer one more.
All right.
Like I said, the last job I did, I was that size.
Okay.
60-footer, and I built it just with
Okay.
hammers.
Let's, let me look into what it would run us on permitting, if it is like, hey, 5,000 or whatever. And then we can do that, and then the bomb, and then if you're volunteering labor, and then we'll just look and see what. Okay. All right, so that's old business, and I'll follow up on that and try to get, we'll have, I'll research it next couple weeks. And get with you. All right. Any other old business? All right, new business. All right, a couple things going on that's coming up that we got to vote on for money. All right, on December 16th, we have Wreaths Across America, and for the last few years, we have we, as in the Post, has taken care of a cemetery down there on Matterhorn, I believe, right off of US 1 between Aurora and Lake Washington, right? There's about 180 veterans graves, and we usually the Post and the auxiliary go in, and we get 180 wreaths, and we meet down there on Monday in December, or on a morning in December, and do the ceremony and all that stuff, right? So the ceremony this year is going to be on 12/16, which is a Saturday, right? And ceremony will kick off at 09, right? What I want I want a motion to allocate, no more than $300, to the purchase of those wreaths.
So move.
Yep. All right. Got a motion and a second. All right, discussion. Discussion is, like I said, us, the post and auxiliary, will all, pitch in money. It might be a little bit less than 300, but we'll do that. And we'll meet here at 08 on the 16th. We'll ride there, set up. Ceremony usually takes about 10 minutes, and then we have a ton of volunteers, DAV and all those others come out and everything. So, we'll talk about that again at the December meeting, but we'll go ahead and I'll allocate those funds. So, all right, we got any other discussion on it? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. All right, ayes have it. All right, just so everybody knows, we had a bike night on Friday. Last Friday, we made $255 and breakfast made, did you count that? 120. All right, not bad. That's about, what is that, $375.
That's
And
the
we-
reef money.
And we yeah, there you go. And we currently have, where the hell? Well, the hell, I thought it was September. As of month in September, we won't get the new bucks until this week. It's $8,246. So with October's money in there, we're probably gonna be right around 9,000. So, I'll say good stuff, right? That 9,000 may very well be able, if we go with this, with Joe's suggestion and do the permitting, that will help with that and all that stuff. And then we'll just have to ask the post and talk to them about, hey, what's, material gonna be. All right, so there's your finances. So next, Squat and Gobble is right now scheduled on the 16th of November. Yeah, 16th, right? The third Thursday,
Oh, yeah,
Thursday.
Okay.
November.
I didn't think we scheduled. this
Yeah,
one.
we gonna not do that one and do the Harley ride on the 18th? We had talked about something like that.
Yeah, I thought because of Thanksgiving or something,
Thanksgiving,
but
yeah.
maybe not.
So, right,
Double 16?
I got a Squat and Gobble 16th, right? I know we've talked about St. Cloud. I just don't like St. Cloud on a Thursday. I never can say when I'm gonna get off work, 6 o'clock. It's kind of tight for me. And then, St. Cloud, an hour there, hour back. It makes for a long Thursday for me, especially if I have to work the next day. We want to do a Squat and Gobble on actually, that's this coming Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's scheduled for. I don't think we said.
The other event that's coming up is there's a ride at Harley on the 18th that rides from Harley up to
Oh,
Georgia
that's right, to
Dragon.
the Georgian Dragon.
Right. I
That's
think
right.
that's what we talked about
There's a
doing.
UFC celebrity that's riding with them. It's
Yep.
supposed to be a great turnout and
Yep.
ride all the way back to Cocoa. Why don't we make that our squat? and gobble?
Okay,
Is
so
that Friday?
that is Saturday morning.
Saturday morning?
It'll be Saturday morning. Riders, I think, are $30 and kickstands up is 10:15. Registration starts at 9. So if you want, I'll put that up. I won't be there. I'll be duck hunting that morning, about 4 in the morning. But I'll put it out there and we'll start getting some,
That's
tracking
next
down.
Friday
next Saturday.
or next Saturday.
How much did you
Alright.
say it was, the registration?
$30.
30 bucks.
30, it looks like 30 and 40 and maybe 10, or I'll pull it up. I got 30/40 plus 10. So I don't know if that's 10 for passengers or what.
Yeah, I
I'll
think it is.
re-engage it.
How much
Do they got a
is
flyer?
There is a flyer. I just gotta wrote that down, but I'll push the flyer out. All right, so key things to know. 16th, no Squat and Gobble.
I got it right here. It's a ride for our troops. It's fundraiser for our troops. Starts at Space Coast Harley Davidson. Support veterans and ride with UFC legend, actor, and veteran Randy Couture.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. And they're going from Harley Davidson to the Georgian Dragon Tavern in Cocoa Village. Kickstands up at 10:30. The anthem and the speech is 10:15, registration at 9.
All right.
I'll send this to you.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of a small crowd day, so we'll push this out across the board. I'd say Stan will probably be interested, and John and some others. All right, so that's November. The other thing on that day is the post will be doing a Thanksgiving dinner from 5 to 7, right? We usually have good turnout for that. We have about 6 or 7 turkeys.
Is that Saturday or what?
Huh?
That Saturday?
That's Saturday, 18th is gonna be the post Thanksgiving dinner, 5 to 7. Right? Usually we have, I don't know, 50 or 60 people. I think. All right. With that being said, the post will be closed on the 23rd, which is Thanksgiving Day. And it will be a half day on the 22nd. All right, meaning we'll close at 5. All right, next Riders Breakfast, or actually next Riders Bike Night will be 8 December. So 12/8, and we'll do burgers and brats. And then it's a lot like this month, right? We have bike night followed by the Riders Breakfast. So the breakfast will be 9:10. Or not 9:10, 12:10.
12 is the first day of Hanukkah too.
So you said that December what?
December 8th, 12/8 is the
Bike night?
bike night. 12/10 is the next meeting.
Yep.
All right. I do say we next squat and gobble completely because that's the 21st, right before Christmas. Yeah. So there'll be no squat and gobble next month. If we want to get together for a ride at some point, we'll it'll be spontaneous and we'll hit everybody up.
Or we go support someone else, like the
Yeah.
Harley ride,
Yep.
you know, or another
Yep.
truck around, or
Yep.
another
I'm
post.
sure there'll be one out here, pretty much the Santa Run or something like that. All right.
What time is Thanksgiving dinner here?
5 to 7.
Okay.
And then we will have another December meal, and I'll give you that information now at the next meeting. All right, but we always do a Thanksgiving meal and a Christmas meal here. All right, that's my new business. Is there any other new business out there? Yes.
Looking at everything that's going on and everything, I think it's about time we raise the breakfast price. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of food, it's a hell of a good deal, might as well put it up to 7 as we did with the dinners. So I think you get more food and the
Yeah.
breakfast, you do everything else.
What does it cost? Just curious, what does it cost for all the food?
I'd have to look, because a lot of times we buy in bulk, right? So,
We've never broken it down
Yeah.
by, you know, a case of
We've
sausages,
lost
we
our
only
ass
cooked
a
a
few
half,
times too, yeah.
Right.
but we could do that.
Well, I mean-
We're not making a lot.
Not asking to do that, I think he's absolutely right, I agree with him, but, because the cost of living, everything's going up and goods are going up, you know, but I'm just curious is all.
Yeah, you would think we'd get a lot more interest for $5 breakfast, but.
with that being said, if we bump it to 7, they're gonna even less interest. I don't know.
Well, you have the normal people here, they're gonna be here anyway.
I figure you get it in the tip jar either way,
That's true.
and the tips all go into the pot.
Well,
But,
let's,
your point's well taken, I don't care.
let
I'll
me,
pay $7, $5, it doesn't matter, it's just, $5 is a hell of a deal, and then plus the canteen, you know, Bloody Marys and whatever, people coming in, brings in the interest.
so,
I retract my fucking thing,
I'm not trying to talk you out of it.
No, it's not that. We're trying to fucking build money for our fucking group, build the fucking deck and everything else.
We've got
You
$8,000 in the bank. We've been sitting on a fucking hunk of cash since I started,
Well, you're sitting on a big hunk of cash here with the goddamn post too.
right?
so let me do this, right? Let me get the cost of our goods, right? What we've spent over the last 2 months, what we've made over the last 2 months. And we can look at that not only with breakfast, but then also with bike night, right? With bike night, we did raise it to $7.
You might
Yes,
find
right.
we're in the hole.
Oh, possibly,
We don't make
you
a lot
know,
of money.
but you know, we're making roughly almost $400 to $500 a month, right?
And you weren't here a lot this summer. We bought a $6,000 lawnmower now, and now we take care of our own landscaping. And then we bought that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 shed to keep our shit
The
in.
post spot,
That's a lot of money.
We've spent a lot of money over the last 6 months.
that's.
Okay.
the bikers.
So I'll say, let me put some figures together, and then we'll bring that to the December 10th meeting to make a decision on if we want to raise the price of breakfast for 2024. Right? Okay.
I'd say $6 would be more understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's breakfast. Yes, we do keep a lot of food.
Do we not want to donate to this poker run, even though we're not gonna necessarily register and run? It's fundraiser, that's why.
You going? It's
I'm
$15
not at it,
to
I'm not
ride. You know, how many people's gonna go? What are you gonna get, $50, $75?
It's like a small donation, just
Well, I mean, you don't want money, but you're gonna throw it out there. Go ahead and do what you want.
Well, George, we got a lot of money. We're waiting to make a move on the deck, I thought, and now the post commander just told me, no, we're not doing it. Just a minute ago. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do with all that money. We donated $500 to a young lady getting chemo. You know, we've got money to be able to do shit. That doesn't mean we need to be reckless and go spend it all. If we don't have a fucking plan, you can't be writing checks.
All right, well,
You got the fucking post meeting coming up, right?
Yeah.
We'll be here for that, and see what this fucking problem is.
I can tell you exactly what's going on. We'll just do it off of this meeting, all right? If you have any questions. All right, but what I will say is, if we want, and Legion 81 is our we'll say our partner on the Legion side. That's where a lot of our membership, I'm a member of 81, all our members of. So what I would say is the Riders Group donates $100 to their benefit.
So moved.
Second, all right, any discussion? All right, all those in favor of donating $100 to the American Legion Post 81, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. 81, we'll do that $100 over there. I'll put it in the envelope. All right. And then we can just get it to Holton. Oh, no, we're
I
gonna
don't
be
know
there.
about that.
We're gonna be there, right?
I think so.
Okay. All right, just to do 81, AL 81.
Cause she did say donations are welcome, so I
Yeah,
thought
all
I
right,
would make that.
that's fine.
That's cool.
All right, any other good of the order, or any other new business? Any other new business? All right, good of the order. Hey, we had a really good turnout. I wasn't here yesterday, but we had a really good turnout for Veterans Day here. I didn't come in at 2, I came in a little bit afterwards, and it was still really good. We've had some really good turnouts, right, recently for Veterans Day. I think last Friday was really good.
It was,
right?
it was great help in the kitchen with cooking and
Yeah.
cleaning, and everybody was contributing. We had a great turnout. It was fun.
And I'll just tell you,
Easier.
across the post, Fridays used to be kind of our dead night, and now it's kind of picked up, where Fridays and Saturdays is a busy night, right? We went from having entertainment on Fridays, they had entertainment this last Friday, which auxiliary planned and all that stuff, because we have more entertainment wanting to come in, so we're kind of just throwing stuff out there on dates, not really on the riders, but they're just plug and playing. So, we've done really good. If you haven't seen it, the deck, or not the deck, but the shed is out there. That came in about 2 to 3 weeks ago. The mower's on there. We put some shelving in there. Really good. If you know, we had some mowers just hanging out here in the weather. So that's going on now. And I think that's really all I want to cover. Anybody else for good of the order? Anybody else for good of the order? All right. Being there is no further business, Vice President, please call the room to attention as we salute our flag and close this meeting.
All hands, attention. Attention to colors. Hand salute. Ready to.
All right, next meeting will be on 12/10. This meeting is adjourned.
All right, thank you guys.
You know?